Hello, my soapy friends, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Lissa, also known as the Soap Chef on this channel, where we make all things with a rather good lather. I've been a maker in this industry for over 2 decades. We are a 3D bath bomb mold supplier, and my favorite products to make, of course, are bath bombs. But that's enough about me. Let's get right into the video. Hey friends, we are back over at Creation Station. I've already done a couple of videos before this one using this, but I wanted to do one exclusively on using the Arbor Press to make your bath bombs using 3D printed bath bomb molds. You can get this 1-ton Arbor Press at Harbor Freight. When I purchased it a couple years ago, it was $65. I don't know what it is now. It shouldn't really be much more than that, $5 or $10 at most. And then we sell the replacement parts that go on your bottom plate and on the end of your plunger, so that you're not using the metal plunger going down on top of your mold, which is plastic. It'll break it and crack it for sure. So we started offering those replacement parts, and we've sold a lot of them. They're very popular. This is what they look like. This is what you will receive when you purchase them. It's your bottom plate that just slides right in. It slides right in. Take your other piece off, which is metal. It's got a bunch of holes, grooves, spaces. It's made out of metal. It's extremely sharp, which is why I needed something different. There was no way I was going to use that the way that it was. So here's the plate that you will receive. It slides right in. Here's the bottom piece that will fit over on top of that metal plunger that comes down. There are screws in the middle, all the way around rather, that will help this to stay on the bottom of that, but then you do have to use electrical tape. This just holds it in place while you use the electrical tape. It comes with full instructions that we send out, really comprehensive, full instructions that you will receive with these pieces when you purchase that. This is up for sale on our Etsy site at soapchefmolds.com. So let's get right into how you use this Arbor Press with 3D printed bath bomb molds. I already have some mix here. Like I said, I just got done doing a video. It's starting to get a little dry on me. So I'm gonna have to give a couple spritzes of my alcohol. A lot of spritzes. This has changed the game in bath bomb making for a lot of people, especially new people who just could never ever make a bath bomb before. They just couldn't. It's just them, you know what I mean? Like, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, you know, it has nothing to do with the molds that I'm using. It has to do with me. I'm inexperienced. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm unfamiliar with using these, and I get frustrated really easy. So let's see. Let's take a dinosaur here. Okay, so this is one of our 3-piece molds that we sell. Everything here we sell up on our website, soap-chef.com, as well as Etsy, which is Soap Chef Molds. So 3 pieces. We always put the design on the bottom piece so that you can do your finger presses on the bottom if you need to ensure that the designs are going to come out. You don't have that option when the design is on the plunger. That option doesn't exist for you to do finger presses. It's either you got to try to plunge it and hope they come out, or it doesn't. That's why we do it the way that we do it. So let's give some sprinkles. Give it a little shake. I like to fill my mold up about 3/4 of the way with my regular mix before I start adding my colorants. And that ensures that the colorants don't go down through the bottom of the bath bomb. I make a little well in the middle, as you see there. And this is just my regular bath bomb mix. This is not the baking soda to citric acid 1-to-1 ratio that everybody does. And I do that for a reason, because I have a lot of kiddos in my area, and they need for their bath bombs to be soothing and not harsh. Citric acid is what causes the harshness, so I cut down on that quite a bit. So take your top plunger and stick it on. Give it one little push. I like to just get the excess off of there, give it a couple taps. Get that out of the way for the moment. And then in comes our Arbor Press. Lift up your arm. Put your mold right underneath there. Not a lot of pressure is needed, you guys. Watch my wrist. Watch my wrist. That's it. If you try to cram it too much, too hard, it's not going to work out, which is what I did when I first started using this. I was cramming that sucker thinking I really needed to press this as hard as I could. Keep in mind, this is a 1-ton arbor press. You, yourself, you do not need to exert a lot of pressure. I just went all the way around the perimeter of that mold, and then I went in the middle all the way down the length of it. And that's it. That's all you need. Push that out of the way. Take your spoon and tap around the outside shell. Tap on the top of the plunger. Turn it over and tap on the bottom plate that has the design. All right, this is how I do it. Everybody does it a different way. This is how I do it. I take my fingers on the bottom. All right, I find the top of the plate, which is actually the bottom of the plate, and I stick my thumbnails right in there, and I push up with both of my fingers on the bottom while I am pushing down with my thumbs. Turn it over, take your top plunger right off of there, grab a flip plate, put it on the top, and turn it over. Now, if you're feeling any resistance at all when you try to lift off that bottom plate, just keep tapping. Don't try to yank it off, you'll pull parts off. I just did it actually in the last video. I was too determined to get to the end of the video really quickly, and it was giving me some resistance, and I pulled it off anyways. So I pulled off, hold please. I pulled off the bottom piece of my poor little doggy's mouth because I was impatient and I wanted to get through the video so I could start this one. All right, let's see if this will come up and off easy, and if not, we got to give more taps. Okay, so that's giving me some resistance. So I'm going to hold on to it while I'm tapping. I'm going to start pulling up slightly while I'm tapping simultaneously. You'll feel it release. Just like that. You can hear it too. There's just a different sound to it. And there's our little dinosaur. I'm going to do one more on camera for you guys just to show you how you can successfully use an arbor press to make your bath bombs using the 3D bath bomb molds. Okay, next let's do a ladybug. All right, put her on the bottom, stick your shell on the top. Again, I like to fill it about 3/4 of the way before I put my colors in to ensure they stay inside the bath bomb and not break through the bottom or come popping out of the top. And I choose my colors wisely so that when they combine in the bath water, I'm not going to have brown. So today I'm using red and yellow, which is going to make a nice beautiful orange when they combine in the bath water. So think about that when you guys are choosing your embed colors. All right, take your top plunger, and this one has an edge on it. Give it one little push. And in comes the arbor press. Again, watch my wrist. There's not hardly any, I'm not jamming it. It's very little. And I'm moving the mold all around so that I could do the whole perimeter. Once I get the whole perimeter done, I go in the middle once, twice, depends on how big. That was like 2.5 turns. Get that out of the way. Tap around the outside shell. Now, this one has an edge all the way around it, so you have to be careful. You can't just, you know, go yanking it up off the top. Again, if it's giving you any resistance, you have to tap. Okay. So you can see the edge. See the edge that that creates. Grab your flip plate, turn it over, start to take this off. If there's any resistance, because it's getting pretty humid here, and it is now 80 degrees in the facility, and I have the fan running as well as the air conditioning. The whole country is going through a heat wave right now, so I'm not the only one. And there's our beautiful little ladybug. All right, you guys, that is going to do it. Now, you can't use the Arbor Press, obviously, for a hybrid mold. That's a hand press situation. There, you know, you can't do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video as far as how to successfully use an Arbor Press to make your bath bombs using 3D printed bath bomb molds. It works great. You get a nice, good, compact, smooth, as you saw, bath bomb. I'll show you the other one that I made. I already showed you the doggy that I made in the previous video, and I just got impatient and I yanked too hard and the bottom part of his lip came off. But this was done with the Arbor Press. This was the 3-piece mold. Also in that video, if I can get my fingers underneath this flip plate here, I did a little teddy bear. This is also a 3-piece 3D printed mold that I made using the Arbor Press. So you can see like the details, and you can see how smooth everything is. There's nothing that's crumbly or cracking or looks wonky in any way. I mean, this thing, I've been making bath bombs for 22.5 years now. Gosh, I wish I had known about this earlier, because this thing is a lifesaver. It's helped my wrists. It helps my shoulders. I have very, very bad shoulders, very bad wrists. And if it wasn't for this, I would be needing surgery sooner than later. I'm still gonna have to have surgery at the end of the year for other situations. But pick yourself up one of these Arbor Presses at Harbor Freight for less than $100 between the cost of the unit itself and these replacement pieces, the plastic, so that you don't slice your finger off on that metal plate that comes with it, and so that you don't crack your bath bomb mold with just leaving this metal plunger the way that it is. Pick up these 2 pieces, pick up this Arbor Press, $65 for this. I think it's like a little over $30 for both of these pieces together with those full instructions that I showed you. Let me show you again. You'll get your bottom plate. You'll get your plunger piece with the screws in it to help keep it on there while you're putting your electrical tape. And you'll get full, in detail instructions on how to put everything together. It's so simple, you guys. Pick this up for less than $100. You're never gonna find a bath bomb press that's going to be better than this for less than $100. Okay, that is going to do it. I got to keep rolling before this bath bomb mix says, you know what? No more amount of binder is going to help you, sister. We are dry as a bone. You can't help us now. So I got to keep rolling on, you guys. But I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, give it a big thumbs up. Get yourself an Arbor Press and learn how to make bath bombs successfully using an Arbor Press. Till we meet again, be kind and stay humble. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you soon.